Hi! Today, for a friend's birthday, I'm going to be making key lime pie. I've never made key lime pie before, but this recipe is really simple and it's not a whole lot of ingredients. It's really just lime juice, sweetened condensed milk, sour cream, and then basically just a few other ingredients, and we'll have a good key lime pie. So, make it with me. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees. For this recipe, we need 3/4 a cup of lime juice. Now, a cup is 8 ounces, so 3/4 of a cup is going to be 6 ounces. So I bought 11 key limes, because I'm not really good at getting the juice out of them very much, but you're definitely going to need a good amount to get 6 ounces of key lime juice. So basically just cut them in half, get your measuring cup ready, and just squeeze it out. So there's the juice from 1 lime, and I'm sitting at about 3/4 of an ounce. So it's definitely going to take a good amount of limes. I'd say you need at least 8. So cut your limes in half and squeeze out the juices and get 6 ounces of it. You also need a tablespoon of grated lime zest. So take one of your limes and take a grater and use like the smallest setting on it, so it's just really tiny little shreds like that. And then we need a tablespoon's worth. Now we need to well mix all of our ingredients together. So you need to mix 3 cups of sweetened condensed milk in. And I'm going to be slightly short on mine, maybe about half a cup short. What's odd is 3 cups at 8 ounces a cup, you're looking at 24 ounces. So I bought 2 cans, each one at 14 ounces, so that's 28 ounces. So I should have been 4 ounces over, right? Well, getting it all out, it seems like I'm half a cup under. So maybe I'm not scraping it well enough, but I'm going to be scraping out the cans as best I can to try to get as close to the 3 cups as possible. So make sure you get your 3 cups of sweetened condensed milk. Once you have your 3 cups of sweetened condensed milk, you can pour in your 3/4 cup of lime juice, or 6 ounces, same difference. Then you need half a cup of sour cream. And I'm going to use my icing spatula still to make sure I get all of that out. And now mix in your tablespoon of lime zest. And I didn't measure exactly on that. I think I was close to a tablespoon. That may have been more like half a tablespoon. Now we need to mix these well and make sure they're all connected. Or combined, not connected, sorry. And the batter is a bit more liquidy than I expected it to be. Probably because I'm slightly short on the sweetened condensed milk. But actually, now that it's coming together, it's starting to thicken up a little bit. And I don't want to mix it too fast. What happens when you go really quick with a batter, or if you use a wire whisk, you get air into the batter. Now, wire whisks are supposed to get air into the batter. This kind of beater is trying to minimize that. But at the same time, key lime pie isn't too thick a pie. It depends on the variety you're making. So you can go lighter or thicker with it. So if I get some air in here, it shouldn't be that big a deal. And there's a few bubbles in there. Now we need to pour this into a 9-inch graham cracker crust, which you can make yourself if you want, or you can buy a pre-made one from the store. So here's our 9-inch graham cracker crust. Mine's actually a 10-inch. It's not that big a difference. So let's pour our well-mixed batter into it. Kind of start on one side and work your way to the other. And again, I've got my icing spatula that helps spread it all out and get all the batter out. You really want to get your money's worth. You don't want to rinse out a lot of your batter down the drain. You want to eat it, of course. And you can kind of give it a minute or two to kind of level out and settle. But we're going to get this in our oven and bake it only for 5 to 9 minutes. So it's not going to be baking for that long. And what you need to keep an eye out for are the tiny little pinhole bubbles bursting on the surface. So here's our key lime pie before it's baked. Let's put it in our oven. 5 to 9 minutes, or until you see tiny little bubbles beginning to burst. The recipe said specifically, don't let it brown. So we're not looking to brown it. We're just looking to bake it a little bit, then chill it for a while. It's hard to tell, but if you look closely, you can see very, very tiny bubbles bursting. And that would be the pinhole bubbles the recipe referred to. So anywhere between 5 and 8 minutes, once your bubbles burst, pull out your key lime pie. Let it cool for a bit, and then we're going to get it in the fridge to chill. So let's take our pie, put it in the fridge, and let it thoroughly chill before we eat it or take it somewhere. So probably a few hours definitely to let it cool a lot. Okay, my key lime pie turned out really good. I liked it a lot. The batter tasted really good. I probably could have baked it a minute longer, but otherwise it was an amazing dessert. So if you want a nice key lime pie, look no further.